Forget everything you think you know about testosterone and the brain. We're not talking about rage, we're talking about resilience. We're also not talking about aggression, we're talking about ambition. My name's Dr. Tarnella, and I'm here to help you optimize and improve your health. Today, we're replacing some of the myths with the mechanism and looking at the science behind how testosterone works in our brains. By the end of this video, you'll understand more specifics on the neurochemical changes that happen in your brain on optimized testosterone and how they impact everything from your mood to your memory. All right, here's the secret to understanding how TRT affects your brain. Testosterone doesn't just work as a single entity. Think of it as the master key. Once in the brain, it initiates a cascade of critical neurochemical changes. It directly stimulates some pathways while converting to other molecules that shift neurochemistry as well, like estradiol and DHT. Now, understanding the science is one thing, but applying it to your own labs is the critical next step. And that's why I created a tool called the TRT Optimization Assistant. You can basically plug in your testosterone, your estradiol, and other numbers, and it will give you instant feedback. But the best thing is it's customized to the symptoms and problems that you're having, that you're struggling with. And I built it around the themes and ideas that I discuss on this channel, mainly that TRT isn't a one-size-fits-all. You can try it out right now. It's the first link in the description below. All right, so let's break down these major brain effects one by one. The first one is motivation and drive. And the return of the drive with TRT is pure biochemistry. Testosterone enters the brain, into the cells of the brain directly through the bloodstream and influences the production of things like dopamine. How does it do this? Well, it upregulates a key enzyme needed to produce dopamine, and it's called tyrosine hydroxylase. More testosterone literally provides the signal to build more of the machinery that then creates this motivation molecule. And it appears to also increase the sensitivity of the receptors to the dopamine. But it's also important to remember that this is kind of a Goldilocks, not too hot, not too cold situation. Because testosterone and DHT are really powerful at stimulating this pathway of dopamine, too high a dose in certain susceptible individuals can lead to overstimulation, anxiety, or even irritability. And so balance is key. Yes, you might be tired, but you don't want to overdo it and create another problem that you don't need. Mood and emotional resilience. This is where the estrogen connection comes in. Many of you may know that testosterone gets converted into estradiol. And so when you're on testosterone, you're naturally going to have a little bit more estrogen. And this is actually a good thing, but it's not just a one-trick pony. Similar to how testosterone does multiple things in the body, so does estrogen. And research shows that estradiol is also like a master regulator of the brain, modulating both serotonergic and dopaminergic systems. So while testosterone can sensitize dopamine receptors to the dopamine, estrogen can sensitize serotonin receptors to the serotonin, contributing to feelings of well-being and also feeling calm. This is why it's important to not oversuppress your estrogen when you're on testosterone replacement therapy. And this isn't simply about being happy or sad, it's about having control over your emotions as well. And a 2010 study found that testosterone administration actually dampened the reactivity of the brain in a key part of the brain called the amygdala. And this is the brain's threat detection system. And so it dampens that while increasing the communication with the prefrontal cortex, which is the brain's, we call it the brain's CEO, but it's where it's kind of the top-down delegator for what you should do. And so this suggests that having testosterone on board can help better regulate these emotional responses. The third thing I wanted to talk about is having confidence and clarity. This is often associated with the adrenergic effect. Things that are very stimulating to the brain and to the mind are adrenergic. So think caffeine and things like that. Both testosterone and its more potent metabolite, DHT, stimulate this adrenergic pathway. And that's linked to things like assertiveness and getting things done kind of mindset. Now, once testosterone and DHT are in the brain, they can be converted into more calming neurosteroids like allopregnanolone. This is going to act in the GABA receptors to reduce the neuronal noise and can help focus the brain and improve focus. These two together are what help lift that brain fog. And here's the critical part that many people miss, is that the calming neurosteroids do not fully cancel out the stimulating adrenergic effect of testosterone and DHT. You can't just push your testosterone and DHT to the moon and expect the neurosteroids to keep things calm. This is why balance is everything when it comes to testosterone replacement therapy, and why some people miss the mark and are feeling actually worse. Too much adrenergic stimulation, even with this neurosteroid conversion, is going to lead to overstimulation, anxiety, sleep disturbance, heart palpitations, and other problems. The fourth thing I wanted to discuss, which is kind of related to the above topic, and that is roid rage. So this is a bit of a myth when it comes to testosterone replacement therapy. The truth about it is that it's more complex than just a high dose of testosterone replacement therapy. It's often more about the type of hormone that's being used, and it is more of a steroid, more of an anabolic substance. Many of these anabolic steroids are designed to have a high anabolic effect, but not a very high adrenergic effect. And so there's an imbalance there. And in the process of taking these things, they're suppressing your body's own natural testosterone, which then doesn't allow you to have that other adrenergic effect there. And you're going to feel worse than you did before, mentally speaking. Your brain needs a little bit of that DHT, a little bit of that testosterone, and a little bit of that estrogen to balance out. And so it's going to create a massive neurochemical deficit if you're only taking anabolics. It can lead to irritability, depression, aggression, and the typical roid rage types of symptoms. Remember, the key to feeling your best is understanding your own numbers. Don't forget to check out the TRT Optimization Assistant to get better handle on whether your testosterone, estradiol, or other numbers are too high or too low based on your own unique symptoms. The link is waiting for you below. So the bottom line is, when your testosterone is optimized, it's going to orchestrate the symphony in your brain. It enhances your drive through dopamine and improves your mood regulation via estrogen's dual action on serotonin and a little bit on dopamine. It can also boost your confidence through the delicate balance of increased adrenergic and also the calming neurosteroids. The key is finding the right balance through finding out what your unique set point for your testosterone is going to be. And since managing your mood when you're on TRT is so dependent on getting your estradiol levels correct, your most important next step to understand your hormones in detail is to watch this video right here. TRT and high estrogen. What's normal? What's too high?